Trinity's rebellion, fueled by her awakened power, drew Reece and his companions into the warlock-controlled north. Seeking lost memories, Trinity unknowingly became the target of Callum's memory-erasing plot. Their paths intertwined through shattered temples and ravaged lands, Trinity uncovering her artificial origins, while Reece witnessed the warlock's brutality. A cryptic encounter with Callum left Reece with a dire warning. Guided by a faint trace, Reece races towards Trinity, who now confronts the truth of her creation. Will Reece reach her in time? What awaits them in the Bone Tower? Can their rebellion survive Callum's dark scheme? In the shadow of a storm-racked cliff, Trinity and her rebels found the Bloodroot, a sacred place where warlocks had once bound bloodlines to magic. The roots pulsed with energy beneath the ground, whispering names long forgotten. Alara collapsed near one, her blood reacting violently to the earth. "It's rejecting us," Kale said, eyes wide, "or warning us." Trinity touched the soil. Visions flooded her. Children in cages, warlocks chanting, and a name buried in the roots. Kalen, she breathed. He was the first. Reece reached an abandoned shrine in the north, where ancient werewolf runes etched in bone warned of the Bloodroot's corruption. He knelt to read a carved prophecy. The one born of chains will either sever magic or bind it forever. Vincent stepped forward. "Do you think it's her?" Reece clenched his jaw. "No, I know it is." Trinity painted a red sigil on the gates of the enemy's stronghold. An act of war, a symbol of rebellion. Warlocks responded swiftly. They sent Dreamwalkers, mages who invaded the mind. Trinity fell into a trance mid-battle, trapped in a false memory of peace, where Reece waited with a smile and no scars. It almost broke her, but she tore free, roaring, "You can't seduce a girl who's seen the inside of a cage!" She struck the Dreamwalker down, and the sigil pulsed brighter. Reece's group found a village under siege by Dreamwalkers. He faced one himself, who wore Trinity's face. "You can't save her," it whispered. "I'm not here to save her," he said. "I'm here to fight beside her." He shattered the illusion with a howl that shook the ground. Hidden deep in the Frostlands, Trinity reached the Bone Temple, a relic of ancient magic, built on sacrifice. Inside were the bones of the first experiments, the failed children. She lit candles for each of them. "They tried to turn us into weapons," she said to the shadows, "but we became warriors." Among the bones, she found an orb humming with sealed memories. She swallowed the light and saw her birth, a mother screaming, a father torn in two, warlocks branding her soul. Reece felt a pull eastward. That night he dreamed of a newborn child bathed in light and blood. Trinity's name echoed through it. He woke in a cold sweat. "I think she knows everything now," he said to Juniper, "and she's still standing." A red moon rose, signaling the Festival of Chains, the warlock's twisted holiday of dominance. Trinity crashed the celebration. With fire at her back and rebels at her side, she walked into the gathering of warlocks and tossed down the bones of the Bone Temple. "You celebrate power, but you forget the cost." They attacked. Trinity met them blow for blow. Her power, raw, unstable, grew with every strike. Blood hit the moon, and it pulsed in answer. Reece watched from the hills. The sky turned crimson. "She's making her move," he said. Noah frowned. "Should we wait for a signal?" Reece stepped forward. "That is the signal." The veil between the living and the spirit realm cracked. The moon's blood soaked into the land. Trinity stood in the center, screaming as the memories of all the lost surged through her. Children spoke in her mind. Reece's voice joined them. "We're with you, always." Her hands glowed. She tore the veil wider, on purpose. Ghosts of the first warlocks poured out, not enemies, but victims. They bowed to her. "Lead us," they said. Reece felt the pull in his chest. He collapsed on the field, seeing her, glowing, changed. "She's not just surviving," he whispered. "She's ascending." Juniper knelt beside him. "Then what are we?" Reece stood, her army. Trinity stood bathed in the crimson light of the moon, a conduit for the anguish of generations. The ghosts of the first warlocks, their stolen magic twisted in life, now knelt before her, their spectral eyes filled with a strange mix of sorrow and hope. A new power thrummed within her, a chaotic symphony of stolen life and unbreakable will. Reece, though weakened by the surge of magic that ripped through the veil, felt a fierce pride mixed with a dawning sense of the unknown. Juniper's question hung heavy in the blood-soaked air. What would this ascension mean for Trinity? Would she become a savior? Or would the weight of so much pain and power corrupt her? And what role would Reece and the rebels play in this new era, now that their leader was no longer just fighting for survival, but seemingly becoming something more?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha,